Hello, hello, beautiful one. How are we doing? Let me just find the video, make sure I'm live in the right place. There I am. Bear with me. As you hop on and join me, say hello, tell me how you're doing today. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Holly. Lovely to have you here. I'm the founder of the Medicine Woman Collective. Officially, welcome to day 1 of 7 days to Sacred Mornings. How's your week going so far? I would love to know what you've been up to today. I have had a gorgeous day of client calls, but also really pleased to be here with you and to start looking at different things that we can build into our morning practice in order to get the absolute most out of our days so that we can step into our day feeling like the best version of us. So bear with while I get the video up so I can actually see who's here. Melanie, beautiful, lovely to have you here. Hope you're having a good day. Fiona, gorgeous to have you here. Hope you enjoy this space. Hope you enjoy what we're going to be sharing today. Melanie, you've been blown away out for country walks. Lovely to have you with us, Kim. Welcome. So, yeah, it's been a bit blowy, isn't it? Is everyone okay after the storm? I have to admit, I was enjoying doing a bit of storm watching last night, and I did go stand outside in it for a little bit because it was just like awesome. Like, nature's amazing, right? Just how powerful it can be. It can be a beautiful reminder when we're taking ourselves so seriously, like just the sheer power of nature that's out there. It just blows my mind. So I have promised myself that I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I want this to be short, snappy, as much as it can be. I know that's going to be a challenge for me, but we'll see how we get on today. Melanie, you got sunshine too. Yeah, the sun's out down here. It's really beautiful today. It's like it didn't happen. It's really strange. So yeah, my intention is to keep this on track as much as possible, because I don't want to take up loads of your time, and I don't want you to feel overwhelmed by feeling like you've got to implement like lots of bits into your morning practice, or feel overwhelmed in terms of the time that it's going to take you to do this. What I would love for you to do is just, be able to take these things away, implement them into your life, and start seeing the results. That's what I really want to see. Fran, gorgeous, lovely to have you with us. And Sam, lovely to see you. I hope you're doing okay, lovely. Melanie, Brandy's ears were flapping all over the place, bless him. Oh. So, day 1 of Sacred Mornings. Where do we begin? And I was thinking about this, like where to start, because there's so many beautiful practices out there, right? And so many things that we could be putting as part of our morning practice. But I think like with all things, I tend to start with the end in mind. So what are we trying to achieve here? What is the purpose of our morning practice? And for me, one of the main purpose of my morning practice, as well as like spiritual growth and that side of things, is to allow me to step into my day with the right energy, with the right mindset, with the right in the right frame of mind. So I'm going to get the most out of that experience. So I'm going to do everything that I want to do. I'm going to show up as the person that I want to show up as. I'm more likely to respond instead of react. So if we consider, well, that's certainly my intention of my morning practice. If we consider that's where we're trying to get to, first we must understand where we are. We must really kind of figure out what's going on for us as we wake up in the morning, or What is that energy that we're already in, so that we can understand what's the gap between who we want to show up as, who we intend to be, and who we actually are in this moment. So today I wanted to kind of share with you a really simple mindfulness practice, just to help you start. Some of you may already do mindfulness in terms of like your morning practice, or have a meditation or a mindfulness meditation that you practice. But I'll share with you just a really simple practice that I tend to use as part of my morning practice, a little bit of my morning practice. And each day we're gonna add another bit. But for now, I invite you to get settled in, get comfy, do whatever you need to do to allow you to have the space to relax and join in with this experience. Sending love, Sam. Yeah, I'm sure you've had a really tough week, hun. So it's lovely to see you here. It really is. So what I invite you to do is get comfy, and you can do this practice sat up. You can also do it laid down, but what I would say is, if you can sit up, I would really recommend it, because when we're sat up, we're more likely to be able to focus. We're more likely to have that focus in our mind when we're being mindful, instead of drifting off and getting distracted or falling asleep if you're laying down, especially if you just woke up, right? And midwinter. So if you can sit up for this practice, I would highly recommend it. And what we would like to do is keep our back as straight as we can. And I don't mean like uncomfortably so, but keeping that kind of spine in a straight line, making those, or allowing those shoulders to melt away from the ears. And this just ensures that we've got a bit more energy, a bit more focus in the mind as we enter into this practice. And in terms of like the base, when it comes to meditation, we tend to have, or try to have, 3 points of contact. So those 3 points of contact might be your feet on the floor and your backside on a chair, or it might be your backside on a meditation cushion and your knees are the points of contact on the floor. So either kneeling or sat in cross-legged position. And that 3 points just allows us to have a really stable base, so that actually we don't feel like we're untethered, and we can actually really focus on the meditation, feeling stable and grounded. So I invite you to check you've got 3 points of contact with the floor. Well, I say the floor, that could be the chair. And as and when you're ready, just gently closing your eyes and bringing your awareness to the breath in the belly. So that gentle rise and fall that happens automatically. And if you have been rushing around, or you wake up and find that your mind is particularly busy, it can be helpful to take in a nice deep breath and let go of any tension, any worries, with a bit of a sigh. And doing that again, if that feels good to you. Nice deep breath in. Maybe holding it at the top just for a moment. And then letting go of any tension with a bit of a sigh. And like I say, just gently bringing your awareness to that gentle rise and fall of the belly. And as we're doing this practice, we're trying to step into that mindset of curiosity. So just getting curious initially about what is the breath doing in this moment. Is it quite deep? Or is it quite shallow? Is it moving smoothly into the body? Or is it a bit more jittery today? And what's really important is we don't assign good or bad to any of these labels. We're allowing it to be whatever it is. We're just getting curious. And if at any point you become distracted by thoughts or discomfort in the body or noises outside, that's fine. When you notice, just gently bringing your awareness back to that breath in the belly. And we're going to shift our focus now from the breath to our emotional body. And just becoming curious on what emotions are bubbling up within you. What is the strength of those emotions? Are they quite subtle? And again, trying to keep that curiosity mindset. So, not labeling any one of these as good or bad. All emotions are welcome. And if you identify an emotion that feels really prevalent for you right now, just become curious with that. What sensations does it have for you in the body? How big is that sensation? Is it static or does it travel around? Perhaps today there's little or no real emotion to be identified, and that's okay. Just keep exploring. And allow yourself to feel whatever needs to be felt without judgment. our emotions actually disappear after 90 seconds if we don't continue feeding them with our thoughts. So can you just allow them to be seen and felt? And if you find yourself getting into a story about the emotion or trying to mentally validate it, seeing if you can just bring your focus back to the sensation of the emotion in the body. It doesn't need a story. It just needs to be seen and felt. And shifting that awareness once again, and this time bringing the awareness to your mind, noticing if it's particularly busy or quiet in the mind today. Is there lots of chatter or very little? And does that chatter have a particular voice, a particular tone? Again, not judging any of those things as good or bad. And if at any point you find yourself getting drawn into your thoughts, no, that's absolutely okay. Just gently bringing your awareness back to that of the witnesser, becoming curious. And we're going to shift that awareness again, but this time to the physical body. And just allowing your awareness to run from the top of your head all the way down the face. And again, just being curious about what sensations are going on in the physical body today. No need to label them as good or bad. Nothing to be fixed. And keeping that awareness running through the other parts of the body, your arms, hands, chest, the back of the body, the tummy and lower abdomen, the hips and legs, feet and toes. Now, we tend to find as humans that we have a bit of a negativity bias, and this is for a reason. It keeps us safe. But it also means sometimes we can miss out on the good things that are happening. So I invite you to run your awareness back through your body. And this time, actively looking for sensations that feel enjoyable to experience. And maybe the feeling of the clothes on your skin, or that feeling of cool air coming in through the nose. Might be that feeling of contact between you and the cushion or chair beneath you. And finally asking yourself, is there anything else within you right now that would be useful for you to see, know, feel, or acknowledge? And as and when you feel ready, slowly opening your eyes, coming back into the room. So why? Why do we do this? Why is this going to be useful as part of our morning practice? Like I say, I think it's super important that we figure out where we are before we step into who we want to be, to understand what we're working with. But it's also really helpful to start your day cultivating that curiosity mindset. Because the more that we can cultivate that mindset of curiosity, the less likely we are to get carried away by our thoughts, get carried away by the stories we create in our mind, the less likely we are to get offended by things and waste our energy on things that really don't matter. So this just really simple practice of just cultivating that curiosity mindset with yourself can then have this knock-on effect in your day. So when something goes wrong, you're less likely to get into self-judgment about it. And instead, you're more likely to be able to just deal with the thing that needs to be dealt with. When you're in communication with others, you're less likely to be judging them. And so you can find your relationship start to improve. There's all of these little knock-on effects. The more that we can cultivate that, letting go of judgment of, this being a good thing or this being a bad thing. So that was the first practice I wanted to share with you. And for me, I find it particularly helpful to separate out in my mind that mindfulness of thoughts, mindfulness of emotions, mindfulness of the physical body, and then anything else that feels like it needs to emerge can be super, super helpful for me, being able to stay present and focused. So I wanted to share that with you today. And I had been asked if I'd be doing any card pulls this week. And I thought, why not? So before we wrap up for today, I will pull a card for you to sit with. Now, what I would say is I am not going to describe the card. I would invite you to sit with your subconscious and trust that your subconscious will tell you exactly what you need to receive from this card. So I will tell you the name on the card and show you the pictures. But I invite you to trust your intuition around this. Gabby, gorgeous, welcome. Hope you're doing okay. And Tam, lovely. Hope you're okay. Yes, it was you, Tam. So I thought I'd pull us a card for you. There we go. And your card for today, it says, seer. See beyond your current circumstance. No, current situation. Sorry, I lie. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. Louise, lovely. Don't worry. You can watch the replay if you need to. So, lovelies, that's the first practice. I will be sending out the recording, so if you want to come back to this, feel free to. And I will also put some notes in the email that I'll be sending out, just so you've got that kind of guidance if you find it easier to do it yourself. And then you've got the kind of instructions to follow. All right, lovelies. Have a gorgeous rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock. We will be having a look at another practice that we can incorporate into our sacred mornings so that we can step into the day as the best possible version of us. But if you need anything in the meantime, reach out. Otherwise, I will see you then. Take care.